Defeated 3-0 in the women's category by Japan. And Indonesia started out with a 2-0 lead until Xiao Bin was able to score the first point for them in the second men's singles. So looking at the men's doubles pairing of Chengkai and Haodong. It's a very junior pairing. We saw in action yesterday as well in the tie against Malaysia. Just let these players be introduced.
Indonesia, represented by Rian, Agung, SAPUTRO, and Hendra, SETIAWAN. Umpire, India. Judge, Iran. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the dancing final.
Oh, this is going to be an interesting tie between a junior Chinese pairing up against a very senior player in the form of Hendra SETIAWAN and his younger partner SAPUTRO. Well, the Chinese win the coin toss and decide to choose side. They will be starting at the side nearest to us. They've played 4 times already in this competition. They have had Chengkai and Haodong and have remained unbeaten, only dropping 1 game in the quarterfinal tie against India. We're looking at the 20-year-old Chengkai, current world ranking of 51. And his partner, Haodong, 19 years of age and 179 centimeters. Also ranked 51 in the world as a pair. The men's doubles is where the Indonesian pair are strong. Again, do not let the rankings deceive you. The 27-year-old Rian SAPUTRO ranked 273 in the world. And his partner, Hendra SETIAWAN, 33 years of age, also ranked 273 in the world. Well, they've been making a transition. Hendra SETIAWAN has been partnering the former Malaysian #1 men's doubles player Tan Boon Hyung for some time in the international stage. This will be the first meeting between these two pairings, and in spite of the fact that the Indonesians are ranked close to the 300th place in the world rankings, they will be expected to close this out for Indonesia. Looking at the Iranian service judge, Reza Roshan Omid. And earlier we saw the umpire Upade Roshali of India. Must be quite impressive for these youngsters from China to be put on the international stage and to represent their teams in the absence of the other top pairings from China. They've done quite well. As I said, only dropped 1 single game. Some stretching for the coach as well prior to the start of this. Hendra SETIAWAN has won the Olympic gold in the World Championships. Some simply has to be the favorite. They did lose out yesterday, the Indonesians. The semi-final tie against Korea, very narrowly. Merciless in the first shot. Former Olympic champion. Oh, well, that shuttle rebounded off the floor and hit the face of Agung SAPUTRO. Well, delicate touches from SAPUTRO. The big smash and finished off with a brush across the court. Chengkai outwitting SETIAWAN at the net. Hendra SETIAWAN at one point of time, one of the finest front court players in the world, alongside the likes of Kuki and Kiat of Malaysia, and also Kai Yun of China. It's long at the back. Oh, what a defensive shot from SAPUTRO, and missed out on a relatively simpler shot. As I've said before, the round the back shot is good for replays, but very often gets you in trouble in the match. That's wide. Hendra SETIAWAN and Rian Agung SAPUTRO, in my mind, just lack the explosiveness of their teammates in the first doubles, Angka Pratama and Muhammad Hasan. What they lack in explosiveness and power, they certainly make up with the agility and delicate touches. Now developing a 3-point lead early on, SETIAWAN. Well, blasted out at lightning pace. That smash from Chengkai. For 6. The return of serve as deceptive as Muhammad Hasan in the first men's doubles for Indonesia. It's just the technique of waiting and not rushing it. They're standing the ground in defense. And the Indonesians, Rian Agung SAPUTRO and SETIAWAN. clinical finishing. See the very quick wrist work. Moved it behind. Just exposing the formation of the Chinese pairing. Did well to follow up. Chengkai was moved around from the two sides to the front. Responded positively each time. Again intercepting it. 2 points in a row for the Chinese. Another error, 3 points in a row. Just trying to change the pace. Just 1 point of difference. 4 consecutive points from the Chinese. It's back level 9-all. There's been a lapse of concentration from the Indonesians. It's 10-9. It's 10-all. Finally, that run of 6 straight points comes to an end from the Chinese. Gonna leave it. It's long at the back. And SAPUTRO and SETIAWAN will head into the mid-game interval with a slim 1-point margin.
Panjangin gitu ya. Ayo, oke. Tapi di depannya berani naruh, jangan panjang.
It's 11-10. SETIAWAN and SAPUTRO in the lead, but quickly equalized. It's a poor leave. Steeply brought down. Once again, the most deft and delicate of touches from Rian Agung SAPUTRO. It's really a contest of ice versus fire. Chinese are fiery on the attack. Well, the Indonesians are very composed. They coolly disposed the winners. That's wide as well. Trying to move the Indonesians to the corners. It's going to go long. It's 16-11. Point after point for the Indonesians. Since being tied at 11-all, it's 5 straight points for SAPUTRO and SETIAWAN. Great interception. Jumped even before the shuttle had been struck. Look at this one. Just beyond the reach of Haodong. Seven straight points by the Indonesians. It took 4 times of asking. The interception by SETIAWAN led to further trouble. They have to guard their lead now, the Indonesians, SETIAWAN and SAPUTRO. Gonna go long. 19-13. What a serve. Call it an ace if you want. Coolly served. The Chinese totally didn't see that coming. Game point. 1 saved. Don't put it past the Chinese to be able to score a good run of points. But it will not be happening, not in this game at least. The Indonesians close out the first game 21-14. "15 minutes of play. Solid required that first game. It's very much in the control of the Indonesians. It's part of the brief moments where Chinese had a huge run of points. Still a very composed SETIAWAN and SAPUTRO, which were calling the shots. So giving us a textbook example here, SETIAWAN and SAPUTRO, that power is not all that is needed in the men's doubles. There's still a place for deft, delicate touches and skill. The return of the serves from SETIAWAN cannot be overstated as to its effect in this game. It's always left the Chinese guessing.
Nembaknya ingetin loh, nembaknya karena yang gemuk. Kalau gemuk itu ditembak balik tapi ngangkat-ngangkat aja. Tapi kalau yang kurus ditembaknya ngatur, playmakernya dia. Ya, kalau dia di depan ingetin ya, jangan ngadu, panjangnya lewatin lagi. Oke, servisnya kis bagus, kis borong panjang, Rian juga. Oke, ya, bagus. Mas, maju. Kalau yang kecil nembak, jangan dikasih dia.
Well, we're gone about close to 4 hours in this tie. The Indonesians have given us an example of skill badminton. They'll still need to finish this match in order to clinch the victory for Indonesia. They're off to an early point. Well, how did Chengkai miss that? It's 2-1, SETIAWAN on serve. Took it too low. Should have been closer to the net. SETIAWAN. That's a better look. Just sense that the former Olympic and world champion has been being pushed further and further back by the Chinese, but they've scored another point. We are bound to see the number of errors that we are seeing from both sides because the contest is really on the fast, flat shots. Both these pairings just stubbornly refusing to lift the shuttle. And that's why an apology from Haodong. Ripping through the defense of Chengkai. All began with that return of serve from SAPUTRO. SETIAWAN on serve. Haodong the target. Well, that was an awkward shot. Played in an angle where must have been 1,000 thoughts running through the mind of Haodong as to how he was going to play it. Some daylight now between the two pairings. An easy put away. SAPUTRO will eat all those up all day long. Six-4. Oh, delicate little touch. Just mistimed that shot in front. SAPUTRO. We are being treated to some high-quality exchanges in men's doubles. This has been the longest rally of the match thus far with 32 shots. Well, all the players missed it. And the Chinese draw level at 6-all. It's a good reading of the game from Zhao. Well, that one played down with precision. The Olympic champion. The winner's speed was 412 kilometers per hour. So weak return. SETIAWAN. Overcooks it. Well, we saw some flying attacks from Chengkai. This one. Then a delicate shot. That variation of pace must have been the undoing for the Indonesian's defense. This has been the longest rally as well. 45 shots in total, the exchanges between these two. Left, it's called wide. Chengkai challenges. Seems to have been a great call. The first reaction. Hawkeye gets to work again. It was called wide. Indeed, it is a justified call by the line judge. It's 8-7. It's getting harder and harder for the Indonesians to score points off the Chinese. They're getting defensively solid. Poor decision to lift that half court. SETIAWAN. I think the front court was open there. It's going wide. It's 9-8. Took about 5 times of asking. And you can see the attacking shots of the Indonesians were pushing the Chinese players back. You see them retreating as the shuttle gets flatter. It's 10-8. And the Indonesians will go into the mid-game interval and the second game with a 3-point lead. There's a quick look at how that happened. Flat drives to the body of Chengkai.
Silang terus buangnya, dia jaga terus itunya. Ya, kalau nggak lo taruh juga boleh, kalau nggak dorong boleh nggak? Jadi kalau dorong panjangnya ke sana. Dia kalau di belakang ini jangan ngerem, masih lebih maju. Dia panjangnya kan. Kalau nggak ke silang sana ke tengah boleh. Dia jelasin. Kalau mau sininya bagus datar nggak apa-apa. Ya terus berikutnya nyemesnya lo lihat. Nyemesnya pancing dulu tembak pertama ke tengah. Jadi jangkisnya jadi lebih enak. Itu jangan terlalu masuk mau berpikir. Ya, sabar aja, jangan langsung mau mati. Taruh enak baru. Oke, ayo pegang lagi.
Chinese pairing have a lot of power in that arms of theirs, and they're able to jab the shuttle with a lot of pace and ferocity and move forward. But when they do come forward like that, the chances of making the mistake are much higher. Narrow on serve by SETIAWAN. Well, talk about quality on the return of serve. It doesn't get much better than that. It's one of those rare situations in the stands here, the Sultan Abdul Halim Stadium, that the spectators are singing a song and the players in the team bench are joining along in the chorus. It's a great atmosphere. That's landed in. A challenge from Chengkai again. Well, that must have been pretty close. Well, it is out, and it's a great challenge by Chengkai. The three-point lead that the Indonesians had at the mid-game interval has been reduced to just one. Well, they did get across the net. Oh dear me, it did get across the net. There's a lot of quick reactions there. The Chinese players. A mishit from Chengkai. He gets it back with the help of the net. Now he's got them covered. Indonesian supporter. It's 13-all. It's gone to the blue carpet on the side. Indonesians still hanging on to their slim lead. SETIAWAN. SAPUTRO now. At the body of Haodong. That shot at the middle of the court where both these players went for. And it was the one that was the problem. It's been a stiff contest. Especially in the second game, the Indonesians had it much easier in the first. Well, there's very little doubt when Chengkai got involved that shuttle was going to land on that floor. Haodong serves, 14-15. It's no coincidence that he's able to score points on the return of serve, SETIAWAN. He's not lost that touch in spite of his age. It's got a help from the tape again, Chengkai. It's threw his weight forward. SAPUTRO was waiting for it. Now then a 2-point lead at this stage. Well, the 1-2 combination. Chengkai moved back and immediately his partner, Haodong, covered the front for him. Quick rotation. Splendid teamwork on display. But a 2-point lead is still there for the Indonesians. They have been maintaining it. It's 18-16. The Indonesians 3 points away from clinching the cup. The Asian Team Championships. They're just 2 points away. A crucial error at the worst possible time for the Chinese players. It's 19-16. Well, he's climbing over the bar now, the Indonesian fence. Well, he has got to be really careful. It is a high drop. Once again, Chengkai gets involved. The deficit cut down to just one. Some nervous moments here. They cut the atmosphere with a knife edge. There's 18-19, Han on serve. Good recovery from the Chinese. It's half court. It's put away by Hendra, SETIAWAN. And a former world and Olympic champion gives his team 2 match points, 2 championship points. They will have 2 opportunities to clinch the 2018 E+ Badminton Asia Team Championships and to defend the title that they won in Hyderabad 2 years ago. We're going to take a little bit of time before they serve. The fans are on their feet. The players are on their feet. One match point saved. So Haodong would serve. Well, this is not absolutely what you can dream about in a final. The intensity of the action as Zhao serves to SETIAWAN. And the return of the serve wins the point. Indonesia are the champions of the 2018 E+ Badminton Asia Team Championships, defending that title that they won 2 years ago in Hyderabad. The players rush to the court. It is a moment of jubilation. And what relief. They have indeed brought down the Great Wall of China. Of course, I should add, to be fair to the Chinese, the absence of the top Chinese players may have contributed to that, but take nothing away from the Indonesians. It is truly a well-deserved victory. As we see the confirmation of the score, it was in 38 minutes, the second men's doubles. 21-14, 21-19. Well, breathtaking moment to just witness the joy on the faces of the Indonesians. Susi Susanti is happy, falling over in joy, quite literally. Well, we're going to look at the highlights of that match, just to remind you of exactly how we got to this situation. It was a very strong effort from the former world and Olympic champion Hendra SETIAWAN and his partner Rian Agung SAPUTRO in that first game, giving very little opportunities to Chengkai and Haodong. The Chinese, of course, upped the intensity in the second game. Defensively, they were better and able to deal with the attacks of the Indonesians. But the return of serves from Hendra SETIAWAN, coupled with the splendid teamwork, in which they attack, varying the speed, varying the angles in shots like this, and sometimes going for the body when they needed to. Shots like this, and then finishing off with the soft touches. These were the shots that distinguished these two pairings. The quality before the rest of the Indonesian teams was sent running into the court. Well, this is an unforgettable moment. We will be taking a short break, and when we come back, the victory ceremony brought to you. Don't go away. Welcome back to the Stadium Sultan Abdul Halim Indoor Stadium in Alor Kedah, where we've witnessed the final of the 2018 E+ Badminton Asia Team Championships. A quick recap for you as to how that happened. Jonathan Christie of Indonesia clinching a 2-1 victory over Shi Yuki. That was followed by the men's doubles splendid performance from former world champion Muhammad Hassan and Anggap Pratama, having a straight games victory over He Ji Ting and Tan Chiang. Anthony Sinisuka Ginting failed to produce the 3-0 win that Indonesia would have hoped for, losing out 2-1 to Chiao Bin before former world and Olympic champion Hendra SETIAWAN and his younger partner Rian Agung SAPUTRO closed out a straight games victory over Han Chengkai and Zhao Haodong. That's how it has turned out today, and 3-1 victory, as I mentioned earlier, means that Indonesia defend their title. We're looking at the Tengku Bendahara Kedah Yang Termulia Datuk Sri Diraja Tan Sri Tunku Abdul Hamid Tani is joined on the left hand side by the President of the Badminton Association of Malaysia,
E+ Badminton Asian Team Championships 2018. Joint bronze medalists, please welcome Team Malaysia and Team Korea.
So we will only be seeing Team Malaysia, the semi-finalists, who lost out yesterday to China in a 3-1 defeat in the absence of the Malaysian number 1 men's singles player Dato' Lee Chong Wei in action yesterday. And they can be proud of their performance. They have qualified for the 2018 Thomas Cup in Bangkok on merit, Malaysia, something they didn't do 2 years ago in Hyderabad, India. Well, the prize-giving ceremony will be conducted by President of the Badminton Association of Malaysia himself, Dato' Sri Muhammad Nurzak Zakaria, who also is the Deputy President of the Olympic Council of Malaysia. He is accompanied by Dr. Greg Kim Hong Ki, the Secretary General of Badminton Asia. We'll be giving out the bouquets to the player. Iskandar Zainuddin, who didn't quite get to see action yesterday in the semi-final tie. Leong Junhao, an uprising, up-and-coming Malaysian junior shuttler. Han Jia Wei, another one of those junior shuttlers. This is the former world junior champion Teo Yi, who lost out to Han Chengkai and his partner Zhao Haodong yesterday. Tan Wee Keong, who together with Goh Wee Shem won Malaysia's only point in the men's doubles, first men's doubles against He Ji Ting. Here's Goh Wee Shem against He Ji Ting, and also Tan Chiang. This was the man, the big revelation of this tournament, who was born and raised here in Alor Kedah, Lee Zijia, who until yesterday had a flawless run.
Ladies and gentlemen, silver medalist
Malaysia can be absolutely proud of the youngsters that they have produced. South Korea will not be featured in the prize-giving ceremony. We understand that they've already left the country. So now let's turn our attention to the Chinese team, headed by their coaching staff and the players. They have not fielded their very best, China. The big names have stayed back in China. They have sent their junior shuttlers, and to be fair, their junior shuttlers have done them proud, making it all the way to the final here. Well, to about this prizes to the finalist. The losing finalist, China, will be the representative from the State Exco of Kedah, Yang Berhormat Dato' Amiduddin Omar, who will be representing the Chief Minister of Kedah. He is accompanied on his back by Mr. Chin Kon Kong, chairman of E+ Global, Sindrian Berhad, the title sponsors of the 2018 Badminton Asia Team Championships. Yu Chi was the heartbreaker for Malaysia yesterday in the semi-finals, but came short today in this match against Jonathan Christie. These are some of the other junior players from China. This has been an experimental field outing that China will be sure to build on as they head towards Bangkok in May for the Thomas Cup finals. Chengkai and his partner Zhao Haodong have done well, flawless run, being unbeaten coming into this final. The opponents today were the better pairing on the day. So we're now awaiting the champions to make their way onto the podium. The deserved champions who defended the title from 2 years ago. Well, he looks surprised. Did he watch all the action? Indonesian #1 fan, led by the players Jonathan Christie, so the other coaching staff. Isat Maulana didn't quite get to feature today. So we will be looking at to give out the medals. We'll be inviting the honor of having the Tunku Bendahara of Kedah, the brother to the current Sultan of Kedah, Yang Teramat Mulia Dato Sri Diraja Tan Sri Tunku Abdul Hamid Tani, who is joined by also the BAM President again, Yang Hormat Dato Sri Muhammad Norzak Zakaria, to give out the prizes to the winning team. You're looking at Jonathan Christie here, man that has steered Indonesia with the early points. He was the hero 2 years ago in Hyderabad, winning the winning point against Kento Nishimoto of Japan, and he gave them their first point today in the finals and also in the semi-finals. Indonesian coaching staff on the men's singles. Angga Pratama, who featured in the first men's doubles, together with Muhammad Hasan. Here's the man responsible for the doubles quality of producing world champions for Indonesia. Well, he didn't quite get to feature today. There's Maulana Mustafa. Anthony Ginting was the only Indonesian to lose out in today's final clash with China. Well, what a performance from this man, Rian Agung SAPUTRO, who secured the winning point with this man, who will go down in history books of Indonesia as a legend, Hendra SETIAWAN, to win the World Championships with two different partners, with both Marquis Kido and also with Muhammad Hasan. We'll now be waiting the national anthem of Indonesia. Well, prior to that, of course, you need to get the cup. They left the trophy, Indonesia, deserved champions, who've had not a perfect run throughout this tournament. They had the ups and downs, but in the end, that quality that they had, the depth in their squads, the combination between having the veterans team up with the juniors in the team events was the secret to their success. Here comes then the national anthem of Indonesia. Patriotism written in the face of all these Indonesian players and their coaching staff. Yeah, he is emotional. The number one supporter, you can see what it means to him. Well, we'll leave you here with the victory of the Indonesian team in the men's team championship. On behalf of all the production crew, we hope that you have enjoyed our coverage. And I'm Samuel Nason. Bye for now. Till we meet again.